यशोदानन्दन व्रजजनरञ्जन यमुनातीरवनचारी यमुनातीरवनचारी जय राधा माधव कुञ्जविहारी जय राधा माधव कुञ्जविहारी हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे जय राधा गोविंद राधा गोविंद राधे जय जगन्नाथ जय बलदेवा जय सुभद्रा जय गौरानिताय जय गौरानिताय निताय गौर हरि बोल निताय गौर हरि बोल जय जय प्रभुपाद जय जय प्रभुपाद. Dandavat pranam to all devotees. We will start with the Mangalacharan prayers for Chaitanya Charitamrita and Chaitanya Bhagavat respectively. वन्दे गुरूनीशभक्तान् ईशमीशावतारकान् तत्प्रकाशंश्च तत्शक्तिः कृष्णचैतन्यसम्यकम् वन्दे श्रीकृष्णचैतन्य नित्यानन्दौ सहोदितौ गौडोदये पुष्पवन्तौ चित्रौ छन्दौ तमोनुदौ यद् अद्वैतं ब्रह्मोपनिषदि तद् अपेयस्य तनुभा य आत्मानन्तर्यामि पुरुष इति सोऽस्यांश विभावः षड् ऐश्वर्यः पूर्णो यः भगवान् स स्वयम् अयं न चैतन्यात् कृष्ण जगति परतत्त्वं परम् इह अनर्पिताचरिं चिरात् करुणयावतीर्णः कलौ समर्पयितुम् ऊर्णोत्वजलरसं स्वभक्तिश्रियम् हरिपुरटसुन्दरद्युतिकदम्बसन्दीपितः सदा हृदये कन्दरे स्मृतो वः शचीनन्दनः राधाकृष्ण प्रणविक्रीर्ह्लादिनी शक्तिरस्मान् एकात्मानव अपि भुवि पुरा देहभेदं गतौ तौ चैतन्याख्यां प्रकटमधुना तद्वयं चैख्यमाप्तां राधाभावद्युतिसुवलितं नौमि कृष्णस्वरूपम् श्रीराधाय प्रणयमहिमा कीदृशो वा नयैव स्वाद्यो येनाद्भुतमधुरिमा कीदृशो वा मदीयः सौख्यं चास्य मद् अनुभवतः कीदृशं वेति लोभात् तद्भावाध्यासमजनिशची गर्भसिन्धौ हरिन्दौ सङ्कर्षणकारणतो यशायि गर्भोदशायि च पायोक्तिशायि शेषश्च यस्यां सकला स नित्यानन्दाख्य राम शरणं ममास्तु मायातीतव्यापि वैकुण्ठलोके पूर्णैश्वर्य श्रीचतुर्व्यूहमध्ये रूपं यस्योद्भाति सङ्कर्षणाख्यां तं श्रीनित्यानन्दरामं प्रपद्ये मायाभर्ता जान्दसङ्घाश्रयाङ्गः शेते साक्षात्कारणाम्बोधिमध्ये यस्यैकांशा श्रीपुमानादिदेवस्तं श्रीनित्यानन्दरामं प्रपद्ये यस्यां शांशा श्रीलगर्भोदशायि यन्नाभ्यब्जं लोकसङ्घातनालं लोकषष्ठुस्तुतिकदामधातुस्तं श्रीनित्यानन्दरामं प्रपद्ये यस्यां शां परात्मखिलानां कोष्ठविष्णुर्भाति दुग्धाब्धिशायि शौनिभर्ता यत्कालसोऽप्यनन्तस्तं श्रीनित्यानन्दरामं प्रपद्ये महाविष्णुर्जगत्कर्ता मायाया यस्रजत् अधः तस्यावतार एवायम् अद्वैताचार्य ईश्वरः पञ्चतत्त्वात्मकं कृष्णं भक्तरूपास्वरूपकं भक्तावतारं भक्ताख्यां नमामि भक्तशक्तिकं जयतां सुरतौ पङ्गोर्मम मन्दमतिर्गति मत्सर्वस्वपदाम्भोजो श्रीराधामदनमोहनौ दिव्यवृन्दारण्यकल्पद्रुमादः श्रीमद्रत्नागारसिंहासनस्थौ श्रीमद्राधाशीलगोविन्ददेवो प्रेष्ठालिविसेव्यमानो स्मरामि श्रीमान् रासरसारम्भी वंशीवटतटस्थितः कर्षन्वेणुस्वनैर्गोपीर्गोपीनाथाशि यस्तु नः जय जय श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानन्द जय अद्वैतचन्द्र जय गौरभक्तवृन्द आजानुलम्बितभुजौ कनकावदातौ सङ्कीर्तनैकपितरौ कमलायताक्षौ विश्वाम्भरौ द्विजवरौ युगधर्मपालौ वन्दे जगत्प्रियकरौ करुणावतारौ नमस्त्रिकालसत्याय जगन्नाथसुताय च सभृत्याय सपुत्राय सकलात्राय ते नमः अवतीर्णौ सकारुण्यौ परिच्छिन्नौ षडीश्वरौ श्रीकृष्णचैतन्यनित्यानन्दौ द्वौ भ्रतारौ भजे स जयति विशुद्धविक्रमकनकाभा कमलायताक्षनः वरजानुविलम्बि षड्भुज बहुधा भक्तिरसाभिनार्तकः जयति जयति देव कृष्णचैतन्यचन्द्रो जयति जयति कीर्तिस्तस्य नित्या पवित्रा जयति जयति भृत्यास्तस्य विश्वेशमूर्तिर्जयति जयति नित्यं तस्य सर्वप्रियाणां हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे The 12 names of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Nityananda Prabhu. चैतन्य कृष्ण चैतन्यो गौरांगो द्विजनायकः यतीनां दण्डिनं चैव न्यासिनां च शिरोमणिः रक्ताम्बरधरः श्रीमान् नवद्वीपसुधाकरः प्रेमभक्तिप्रदश्चैव श्रीशचीनन्दनस्तथा नित्यानन्दवधूतेन्दुर्वसुधा प्राणवल्लभः जाह्नवी जीवितापतिः कृष्ण प्रेमप्रदः प्रभु पद्मावती सुता श्रीमान् शचीनन्दनपूर्वजः भावोन्मतो जगत्राता रक्तगौरकलेवरः हरे कृष्ण दंडवत प्रणाम टू ऑल डिवोटीज
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So yesterday we saw that how Gaur Chandra, he danced before Lord Shiva when he came to Bhuvaneshwara. And he started clapping his hands and continuously danced and chanted Shiva Rama Govinda. Today 399th verse, chapter 2, Antya Khand Chaitanya Bhagavat. आपने भुवनेश्वर गिया गौरचंद्र शिव पूजा करिलेन लाई भक्त वृंद. Gaurchandra personally visited Bhuvaneshwar with his devotees and worshipped Shiva. In his Sankalpa Dhruva, Sri Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur has written as follows. Vrindavanavani pate jaya soma soma maule sanandana sanatana naratidya गोपीश्वर व्रज विलासी युकांग्रि पद्मे प्रीतिं प्रयच्छ नितरां निरुपधिकां मे. O protector of Vrindavan, all glories to you. O husband of Parvati, O you whose head is decorated with the moon and who is worshipped by sages like Sanak, Sanatan, Sanandan and Narada. O Gopeshwara, I pray that you bestow upon me uninterrupted, unalloyed love for the lotus feet of the divine couple who enjoy pastimes in Braja. Ignorant people do not understand either Mahadev's glorious service to Krishna or the actual purport of some Puranic incidents think that Shiva is worshipped as the supreme controller by Vishnu Tattvas like Rama. Sometimes Rameshwara is not understood properly. Rameshwara, people think that Lord Shiva is Ishvara for Rama. Mm. And even Sita Mata is worshipping Rama, and Lakshmi is like Sita. And therefore, Rudra is certainly the independent Supreme Lord, and Lord Shiva is subordinate, Lord Vishnu is subordinate to the Supreme Lord Rudra. Like this, people think. Ignorant people think. Some people consider that Vishnu is equal to Rudra, or that Vishnu is another name of Rudra, and then and they thus try to synthesize without authority. But all Vedic literatures have refuted their philosophy as follows. Yastu Narayanam Devam Brahmarutradidaivatahe Samatvenaiva Viksheta Sapashandi Bhavedhruvam. A person who considers demigods like Brahma and Shiva to be on equal level with Narayana is to be considered as an offender or Pashandi. That is why Lord Shiva's prasad is not taken. Because when people, ignorant people, they offer directly to Lord Shiva, Lord Shiva doesn't accept only first thing. He's such an exalted devotee, like somebody gives you something to eat. What will you do? You will first offer to Lord. You will not eat anything directly. And then you will give back. Who will give back? They'll give, when Lord Krishna gives back to Lord Shiva, then only Lord Shiva can give. I suppose you have offered. If you have offered and you have not got that prasad, and that prasad is given to somebody else, doesn't matter. Because whatever you bring to Lord Jagannath, it's not necessary that you get a share of it. Get a share of it. It's not necessary. Like people bring fruits for Jagannath. It's not necessary that you should get it. You may get it, you may not get it. Like when people give it to Lord Shiva, though Lord Shiva doesn't accept it, mentally he has offered it. Not necessary Lord should give it to Shiva. That is why it is said when a person gives to Lord Shiva considering him to be God, it is an ignorance Lord Shiva doesn't take it. In fact, Lord Shiva gives it to whom? Ghosts and his goblins take it. I don't want it. He rejects it actually. He rejects that. That is why it is considered to be wish. It's considered to be a poison. Why it is considered to be a poison? Poison means the thing which spoils our consciousness. The Mahabharata narration regarding Upamanyu, it is said that Sri Krishna performed austerities to please Rudra for the sake of Jambavati's son. And all the demigods and Vishnu emanated from Rudra. But where is the justification for this conclusion? Mm. The understanding of those who conclude in this way without realizing the actual purport of the scriptures is extremely crude. Such type of conclusion is actually wrong. All Vishnu, everybody came from Rudra. This is wrong. There is no justification for it. Upamanyu is Jambavati's son. The reason for this is that scriptures describe that when Rudra, fighting on behalf of King Banasur, he was defeated by Vishnu and he then glorified Vishnu as the original personality of God. He was also bewildered by Mohini. Lord Shiva was bewildered by Mohini, saved from the hands of Rakasura, and delivered from the sin of killing a Brahmana. Hmm. The reason why Vishnu sometimes displays the pastime of worshipping Rudra is described in the scriptures as follows. And why is it that Lord Shiva is worshipped by Vishnu? This is the question now. Even Linga is made in Rameshwara. Sita Linga, Rama Linga. In the Siddhanta Ratna, third pada, text 22, 23, 26, and 27 it is stated, by displaying the pastime of worshipping his own form as Rudra, Lord Shiva taught the worship of Rudra not to his own sincere devotees, but to the insincere living entities who desire for Purushartha, Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha. So Lord Vishnu is worshipping Lord Shiva Narayana. Worshipping Shiva is not, this is not the teachings for the devotees. Devotees are not, it's not necessary for them to worship Lord Shiva. And when they are worshipping Lord Shiva, they know the exact position of Lord Shiva as the greatest Vaishnava. But when he is worshipping, it seems that for the ignorant people, they think that Lord Shiva is the supreme and Vishnu is subordinate. And they are more interested in Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha, liberation and Bhukti and Mukti. They are more interested in that. Further, this fact has been confirmed by the Lord Himself when He spoke in Narayaniya to Arjuna as follows: O Arjuna, I am soul of the universe. My worship of Rudra is worship of my own self. I consider Lord Shiva to be my own self. When I am worshipping, I am worshipping my own self. That means what? I am seated in his heart. I am worshipping that. I am worshipping my own self. Whatever I do, common people follow. Examples set by me should be followed. That is why I worship Rudra. Vishnu does not offer obeisances to any demigod. I worship Rudra, considering him to be my own self. The Lord is situated in everyone's heart. Lord is worshipping Rudra, considering him as his own self. I am the indwelling super soul of the entire universe. I worship my own partial expansion. So Lord is super soul, is Paramatma who is situated in the heart of Lord Shiva also. Like you have Ananteshwara temple in Udupi. Chandramoleshwara is Lord Shiva. Who is Ananteshwara there? Parashuram, who is sitting on the golden throne. And he appears to be like a linga. Appears, but he is Ananteshwara. Anantaha Ishwaraha. Parashuram is Lord himself. Who is Lord? He is Ananta's Ishwara, appearing to be like a linga. So we should understand that there it is Vishnu who is sitting, Narayana is sitting, as far that is Parashuram is sitting. He is worshipped by Chandramauleshwara, who is on the opposite side. You have two lingas there. You should not be confused when you go to Udupi. And they both are opposite to Krishna Mat. That is Udupi Krishna. Rudra, who is non-different from me as molten iron, is non-different from fire. I have set the standard that the demigods headed by Rudra should be worshipped. If I did not set the example of worshipping Rudra, then people would not follow that standard. Therefore, I teach the worship of my servants through my personal behavior. There is no one greater than or equal to me. Therefore, I am the greatest. I do not worship anyone, but to set the standard. No? So, demigods headed by Rudra should be worshipped, but understanding their position, not in an ignorant way. But since Rudra is my partial expansion, I display the example of worshipping Rudra and other demigods to teach ordinary people. To whom? Ordinary people. Because if they want something, they can go to Rudra and demigods, other demigods. If they want dharma, artha, kama, moksha, Krishna says, don't come and trouble me. Like you want something small, small favors, you can go to them. But you want ultimate mercy, that is only with Krishna. Ultimate mercy is only with Krishna. Small, small favors, do this, do that. Everybody has got a power to give benediction. Krishna has given that power. But Krishna again says, avidhi purvakam. So it is only avidhi purvakam. It is not actually prescribed by Lord. It is only for ordinary people prescription is given. But for high class people, high class devotees, it's only Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama. Yes. Nothing more beyond that. In this connection, Brahma told Rudra that Vishnu alone is the super soul of everyone, including Brahma and Rudra. He said, Lord Vishnu is the super soul of you, me, and all of the embodied living entities. No one can restrict him within confines of their mundane knowledge. We cannot restrict him. He is Anantaha. He is Anantaha. There is no Adi. There is no Antaha. He is Ananta. If simply because Sri Ramchandra displayed the pastime of worshipping Lord Shiva to teach the worship of great Vaishnava, Shiva should be considered the super Lord and Ramchandra should be considered subordinate, then since Sri Ramchandra worshipped the ocean, ocean also should be considered the supreme Lord. What a wonderful uh, comparison is given. Just because Lord Rama worshipped Shivlinga, we think that Lord Shiva is greater than Ramchandra is subordinate. Then very nice it has been said. Then ocean, Lord Ramchandra worshipped ocean also. I mean Rameshwaram, where Darbashayana, Darbashayana Perumal, who sleeps on the Darbha. Actually, Lord Ramchandra worshipped ocean and waited for ocean to give the way. But when the ocean is not giving the way, Lord Ramchandra becomes furious, takes the bow and arrow, places the arrow and now ready to shoot. Lord, then ocean comes and pleads. It should be understood that whenever the associates of the Supreme Lord, have enacted the pastime of worshipping demigods, then purpose was to teach the worship of demigods which are subordinate to Vishnu. So sometimes devotees worship the demigods or associates of the Supreme worship the demigods. Like you have Nanda Baba going and taking bath, doing Mahashivratri, taking bath in water. Dwadashi it was not Mahashivratri, it was Dwadashi. Varuna catches, then they plead Varuna. All those things are also there. Sometimes they worship demigods. This is just to teach others. For them, everything is Krishna only. It is the pastime of Lord's associates to teach. All demigods are subordinate to Vishnu. Yet such worship should never be accepted as the ultimate conclusion. So we should not think that this is the ultimate conclusion. Lord Vishnu is certainly the controller of everyone. His activity of maintaining the universe, like Brahma's activity of creation, Rudra's activity of annihilation. So, interaction with the demigods is just like king's interaction with the thieves. Actually, Brahma and Rudra create and annihilate only after being empowered by Lord. But it's Krishna's activity, how to maintain the universe, how he gives a power to Brahma, he gives power to Rudra. Therefore, Lord Vishnu is certainly eternally worshipable to all the demigods, headed by Brahma and Rudra. So, this is how it has been taught here that eternally Lord is the supreme, is worshipped by the demigods. So, when Shivashtakam is written by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Lord Shiva is glorified by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu that he is always absorbed in name of Narayana. He wants to give Hari Bhakti to everyone. So, what one should ask to Lord Shiva? That give Hari Bhakti. You are always absorbed in chanting Govinda Narayana Vasudeva. So, such type of consciousness where only Harinam, Harinam, Harinam. So, that consciousness please give to me. That you can ask. It further stated in the Siddhanta Ratna, third pada text 13, 14 in the Skanda Puran. It is stated that Lord Vishnu kept some names like Narayana for himself. And he gave some names like Brahma and Rudra to the demigods. As a king gives villages other than his own capital to his ministers and servants for their residence. The supremely independent personality of God Vishnu also gave names other than a few special names to the demigods for their use. Now, he has not given this name, Narayana, Govinda, to others. He gives Shiva. Okay. He gives Rudra. This name he gives. There are certain things which is belonging to him only. That he doesn't give. How a king will give his palace. How a king will give villages, but not palace. Rudra is known for deriding the desire for liberation and for having a fierce form. Rudra is the fearful form of Lord Shiva. One of the form of Rudra is Hanuman also. Hanuman is one of the form of Rudra. Panchamukhi Hanuman. Now see, Lord Ramchandra allows Hanuman to carry him. So can we say Hanuman is greater than Lord Rama? Because if you carry someone naturally, you should be more stronger than that person. Ram and Lakshman has been carried by Hanuman. So the power to carry is given by Lord. Even to power to create has been given to Brahma by Lord. Bhagavatam speaks about it. Mumukshavo ghora rupan hitva bhutapatinatha narayana kalashantaha bhajantihi anusuyavah. In Bhagavatam, first canto, second chapter, it is said, Mumukshavo ghora rupan. Those who are very much serious about liberation, how they are? They are non-envious. And certainly non-envious. Mumuksha ghora rupan hitva bhutapati natha anusuyavah. Those who want liberation, they are not interested in this materialistic activities. Like aghoris, you have aghoris also. You have some sadhus, jnanis, yogis. They are non-envious. They are not interested in these materialistic people. Who is having more money? Who is having more opulence and all those things? They are not interested. They are not interested in this world at all. Enviousness, what is the meaning of enviousness? Para utkarshanam asahanam. If somebody has something more than me, then something happens in the heart. What is that? Burning happens. Brahmabhuta prasannatma na shochati na kamshati. Sama sarveshu bhuteshu madbhakti dabate param. Such people who are Brahmabhuta prasannatma, they are least bothered with the people around them. They are always peaceful. Generally, this is the lakshana of mumukshava. They are very peaceful. They are peaceful. Now, there are two types of this peacefulness is ultimate for Narayana bhaktas. Narayana bhaktas are really prashantatma. But when you say peaceful, it has two meanings. Peaceful because he's non-envious, but again, he is not having that type of prashantatma, that type of uh, happiness which a devotee has. Devotee is really sada anandi. So there is difference. One is sada anandi, and one is just is shanta. But now these who desire liberation, they cannot experience that ananda because they are only interested in liberation. And what is that liberation? Let me merge in Brahman. They are interested in dissolving their identity as a servant of Lord. They don't know the beautiful form of Lord, and they are not interested also. They are just interested in being peaceful. Brahmabhuta prasannatma. Na shochati na kamshati. Because they don't compare with others, they are very peaceful. They just want to experience that sat aspect, that I am eternal. So in this way, what happens? They are much interested in this, but because of devotees' mercy, they start rejecting the horrible and ghastly forms of demigods. And because of that, they start worshipping Lord Vishnu and his plenary portion. So this verse speaks about Narayana Kala Shanta. Then they are experiencing that Prashantatma. Narayana Bhaktas are Prashanta. Prakrushta Rupena Prashantatmas. So just being a Jnani is not enough. That Jnani has to mature himself to Bhakta. Bahunam Janvanamante Jnanvan Prapatyate. Vasudeva Sarvamiti. So Mahatma Sudurlabha. He has to experience the bhakti first. He has to experience the association of devotees. And for that, it takes thousands and thousands of birth. Bahunam Janmanamanti. Then such Gyanis come and worship Krishna. They understand the beautiful form of Krishna. Now, if you see in this Prayagraj, Prayagraj Yatra, in this whole, why you are talking? Preeti Vasani, please don't talk. In this Prayagraj, in this Tirtha, in this Kumbh Mela, there are many Aghoris also. Okay. They are also Brahma Bhuta Prasannatma. They are not bothered for anyone. There are devotees also who are serving. The devotees also who came. A lot of difference between the Aghoris and the devotees. Aghoris are interested in their own liberation, they are interested in their own siddhis. A devotee is always interested in worshipping Lord at every moment. It has already been shown by quoting Vyasadeva's words. It has been proved by quoting the Puranic incident mentioned in Chaitanya Bhagavat. That Bhuvaneshwar should not be seen as a fierce form of Rudra or as an ordinary linga. Now again, here, let us see the statement. Lord Shiva's fearful form is Rudra, and he appears for some purpose, in Rudra form. But Bhuvaneshwara is not just a Rudra form and not an ordinary linga also. When we say five lingas in Vrindavan, different from Krishna. Not that every linga is a special like Bhuvaneshwara. Lord has given some important places for Shiva to reside along with him. At that time, those lingas are very, very important lingas because they have a special place at the feet of Krishna. And devotees go there. Main is devotees go there. Devotees are allowed to go there. And that is not an ordinary demigod temple. Understand that also. That has been established by Lord Himself. He has allowed Lord Shiva to stay there. But when ordinary temples are there, there only Jnanis, yogis, they visit. Hardly devotees will visit there. The Sri Rupanuga Vaishnavas consider Bhuvaneshwara in the form of Sri Gopalini Shakti and pray to him for the service of young couple, divine young couple, Sri Radha Govind. Gopalini Shakti. So they see Bhuvaneshwara as Gopalini Shakti. That means one of the gopi. Lord Shiva also became a gopi. He wanted to become a gopi. We have Gopeshwara temple. Gopalini Shakti, gopi. So gopis are always absorbed in serving Krishna. When Lord Shiva wants to become a gopi, that is how he becomes gopi, Gopeshwara. He takes the beautiful form of a gopi. But when he comes in among the gopis, they think, who is this person? So huge, huge gopi. But in this way, the bhava is, I want to be in the mood of gopis. So that is why devotees visit there, because every devotee also wants to serve Krishna in the mood of the gopis. So beautiful explanation has been given that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is dance. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is dancing before Lord Shiva. So immediately we should not think that immediately that there is a Shiva temple nearby, let me go there. There Ramanujacharya says, if you find any demigod temple nearby, don't enter there. Better is you be burnt in the fire. Because people who come there, they are materialistic people. They are not interested in Krishna. But when a devotee goes to Bhuvaneshwara, automatically his consciousness is only for attaining that love which Lord Shiva has for Krishna. Okay. Next is Shiksha Guru Ishwarera Shiksha ye na mane Nija dosha dukkapaya sei sabajane. Those who do not follow the teachings of Lord of the Supreme Lord, who is the instructing spiritual master of all, suffer miseries because of their own faults. So whatever Lord has taught us, we should just listen to that. There should not be something else to be learnt. Whatever Lord has given, that is enough. He is Shiksha Guru for all of us. If we don't follow, then one has to suffer misery. So in this way, in the Ekamraka place, Lord and his associates happily wander, seeing the Shivalingas. So explanation about this is also given. Ekamraka place, Ekamraka Vana, has been made by Lord Krishna himself for the residence of Shiva. So there may be many lingas there. And associates are very happy visiting all the lingas. That means in Bhuvaneshwar itself, there are many lingas. And all those explanation has been given here. Ishaneshwara Linga, Yameshwara Linga, Gangeshwara Linga. And in this way, devotees are very happy. Laddukeshwara Linga, Sabareshwara Linga. That means one can spend nice time in Bhuvaneshwar and just see all the lingas and remember the teachings of Lord Chaitanya. So this is given here. Bindu Sarovar, that tomorrow anyhow we'll be doing. A wonderful explanation has been given. So big explanation. The lingas are Rameshwara, Siteshwara, Hanumadishwara, Lakshmanishwara, Bharateshwara, Shatrugheshwara, Laveshwara, Gosareshwara. Like this, all lingas are there. Okay. So here we'll stop. Any questions you can ask. Any questions? Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram.
Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna.